Good morning and happy Wednesday. This is CC Rex with your next installment for STM LLC. Guys, I appreciate all of the subscribers who have joined the channel so far and send a very heartfelt thank you, thank you, thank you. It allows me to know that I'm doing, right, and I'm on my path and I'm able to help people in a greater capacity than I was before. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Today, we're going to talk about massage and tech neck. Now, tech neck is one of those I think people think it's something like very simple and it's like, you just get the pains in your neck, right? I mean, at basic, I think that's it, but it can go a little bit further. So let's dive in. So, tech neck, it describes the pain or stiffness that's associated with losing electronic devices a lot at a certain position over a long period of time. When you do things for a long period of time, especially to your muscles, it just feels like they're supposed to be in this position now, which is a position that got them to hurt in the first place. And we don't really want to hurt ourselves intentionally. So with the long period of looking down at our devices like our phones or our laptops, or even if you're at a desk and you have like a desk job and you're typing and you're using a mouse, but your screen isn't where you need it to be, or your mouse is a little bit further than you need it to be, or your keyboard is probably further down, and if you have to look at certain keys from now every now and again, that too all goes into the technic theory and philosophy. When you are doing that, you're using certain muscles, and usually you feel like the back of your neck, which is hurting, and that is definitely something that's a huge deal because you are pulling on the muscles in the back of your neck. And not only that, when you go and you start pulling at your neck, you know what else you're hurting? Your lower back, because those two are connected. Everything from the base of your neck, your occiput, down to your tailbone are one chain. So if you're pulling on the top part of your neck, you're pulling on that area as well. So if you're sitting down at a desk, but your head is pulled forward, so you're pulling forward here, you're stopping the pull from trying to happen here. That whole chain, everything from your low back to the top of your at the occiput is being put stress on, and it's hurting you. A couple other muscles that people may not know that are being affected are your SCM. So when I say SCM, I mean sternocleidomastoid, and it's those strappy muscles here in your neck that help you to turn your head from left to right. Those muscles are vital because they can keep you out of danger. If you can't turn your head properly, that makes the difference between being able to see danger coming and getting out of the way, or unfortunately succumbing to whatever that's bringing you because you honestly just can't see it coming because you can't use the muscle to turn your head to get out of the way. And may not think that's a part of technique, and we didn't think it was that vital, but if you can't move, you can't make a decision, that might help you. Also, the other muscles, scalenes, which help you touch your ear to your shoulder. So you're using those, and those are in the kind of middle part. You have like three kind of sections of the scalene, so you can do this a little bit, you can do that a little bit, and you can go straight forward, but ultimately being able to touch your ear to your shoulder. And the other muscle that a lot of people may not think about is called your platysma muscle. When I was in school, it was described as like the creature, the Black Lagoon muscle, because it helps you do this. Uh, uh. And that muscle goes from right under the mandible, right under your chin, and it comes around down your neck, as you can see but comes and sits out at your shoulder level. And that muscle, if you bend your head down and you try to make that same motion, you won't feel as much of the tension on the muscle, which means it's not being utilized as properly as it could be, all because my head is just bent. If you are not using your SCM as you should, not only are you not able to turn your head right and left, that muscle also serves another function, not only to turn your head, but it lifts up your first rib when you take a good deep breath. So you're not taking as deep a breath as you could take, which means you're not getting in the oxygen that you could get in, which means there's certain functions of your body that are not like they're not functioning as properly as they could, all because they don't have the oxygen use. Because why? Your head is always here, and you're not lifting your head, so you're not lifting your ribs, so you're not getting that oxygen in. Like, not being able to get oxygen in, most people won't say, like, why isn't vital that I get oxygen in? Well, oxygen serves a very good function in making sure that you can heal, making sure that you can utilize other chemicals in your body that you need to utilize so that you function properly. Some of the preventative things that we can do with kind of not enduring the repercussions of like bending our head too much or experiencing that tech neck is one, simply just holding your head up. Honestly, just holding your head up, even if you want to do it now, it'll bring your shoulders back. If you don't hold your head up, you're going to feel a restriction in here. You might feel a little bit of pain in the back of your neck. And it's all because your head is so used to being down that your muscles are starting to think that that's where they're supposed to be. They're not. We're supposed to be at neutral. We're supposed to be able to breathe properly. If you're feeling it in here, those muscles are being, just kind of diminished in use a little bit. And again, you want to make sure that you can use those muscles to the optimal that you're supposed to be using them. Another preventative thing is to do like neck exercises. If you are a YouTuber, you can go to like YouTube University and get all of the work that all the videos that you may need to do the work of doing exercises for your neck, even if they're simple. Bend here, hold for a couple seconds, whatever that may look like, so that you can make sure that your muscles are not getting stuck, so that you are functioning as well as you could. And my personal favorite, you can go get a massage. Your massage therapist, your muscle specialist, that's what we are. Muscle specialists, massage therapists are the ones who will loosen those muscles. Those are the ones who will educate you on the best practices that you could have to not hurt yourself in those positions and to unstick the muscles that have gotten stuck, all because we were looking down at phones and laptops and everything else. Some of the treatments for tech neck, they include physical therapy. You could have your over-the-counter medications. So I hear and Aleve, a Tylenol, something like that works for most people. And again, going and getting that massage. If that's something that you can do, great. If you can't exactly get to your massage therapist like at a given moment in time, taking your 2 fingers, putting them right under that lump in the back of your head, holding that and just kind of going back and forth will help to loosen the muscles in the back of your neck, allowing more oxygen and more movement so that your brain can even get the best oxygen that it can get so that you can function a little bit better. With all of those things being said, this is not going to be a long video, but I hope it was a very informative video. There, like every video coming, before it, there is an ebook that accompanies this. It doesn't have a name just yet, so I don't know what to name it, but it has some chapters in there to help you help yourself in cases of, I'm starting to be affected by tech neck, and here's what I could do, and here's the education part of it. All of these things put together will help us not to reach out more than we should with our mouse, or not to reach down as far as we shouldn't with our keyboards, and that we're keeping our desk and our screens set at a height where we can look up and we don't really have to go too much out of the way or out of the range with our neck to make sure our jobs are getting done. This will help your boss be happier. This will help you be happier. This will help your family be happier, all because you feel better. This is CC Rex, Special Touch Massages. And I ask that once again, if you haven't taken the time to hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. It's free and it helps all of this information get to those who may need it. Your co-workers, your friends, your family. And I hope that you've, again, found it informative. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. And again, if you haven't taken the time to do any of the exercises mentioned, go ahead and do it. Let me know how much better you feel, and I'll see you in the next one.